Hello, welcome to Old Nerd Reads His Marvel Comics in Order. This is episode 49. This time I read Marvel Team Up number 48, the August 1976 issue of the series. I am reading my comic book collection of Marvel in order from earliest through as far as I own. This is very early on. I have a long ways to go. Just getting started. A lot of these issues that I have from the 70s are kind of hit and miss. I have a little bit of this, a little bit of that. No real straight complete runs just yet. But Marvel Team Up, I do have all of these from at least number 40 on. I don't have some of the earlier issues, but if you go back to some of the earlier videos in this series of Marvel or Old Nerd Reads His Marvel Comics in Order, you'll see the last several issues of Marvel Team Up. And this is the latest, number 48, co-starring Iron Man. And this issue is a key because it is the first appearance of Jean DeWolff, Captain Jean DeWolff of the NYPD, I believe. This issue is probably very fine minus. It's not bad. It's got a bunch of spine ticks, some of the page, like it's got some problems here. Pages are a little yellowed around, especially along the edges, but it's in pretty decent shape. We start off at Stark International. Spidey just happens to be swinging by as a toy remote control airplane goes flying above Stark International, and Spidey just happens to spot it. He notices that it's dropped something, as we see here. Looks like a torpedo. He says it's dropped a bomb. We have the creative team, Bill Mantlo, Sal Buscema, and Mike Esposito. Like, Bill Mantlo, for the last couple videos I've made in this series, for the last couple months, he's slowly starting to take over writing just about all the titles, either as a regular series writer or as a fill-in. Same with Sal Buscema. He's probably the most popular artist in all these comics, all through the, what are we at? This is the 49th video in this series now. I think I've seen Sal Buscema as the artist more times than anyone else, by far. And Mike Esposito doing inks, he's pretty popular too. But anyway, back to the story. Excellent two-page spread. The plane did indeed drop a bomb on top of Stark, and kaboom. Enter the Wraith. Now, the Wraith is the name of the villain. This issue is also a key because not only is it the first appearance of Jean DeWolff, it is also the first appearance of the villain, the Wraith, who will be revealed at the end. Anyway, this knocks Spidey for a loop as he's high above the city. He's falling. His web shooters are clogged from the heat of the blast. He doesn't know what to do. He's falling straight for a cemetery. How apropos. But at the last minute, a metal gauntlet reaches out, grabs him, saves him at the last instant. It's Iron Man. Now, Iron Man believes Spider-Man is responsible for the explosion at Stark. And makes no bones about blaming him for it, which offends Spider-Man, of course. He says, you can go stuff it. Then Iron Man pulls out this ransom type note and still believes Spider-Man is behind it, and Spider-Man, of course, is even more insulted. He references Moondragon, Vision, and the Scarlet Witch, who were guest stars a few issues back. He says that they can vouch for him, that he's not a bad guy. But we're interrupted by the first appearance of Captain Jean DeWolff, sitting on a tombstone right next to the drone that dropped the bomb on Stark. She is investigating this case. She has several of these ransom type notes already, shows her credentials. Spider-Man, meanwhile, while Iron Man and DeWolff are talking about the The notes, Spider-Man is investigating the plane. His spider sense goes off, and of course it's just in time because kaboom, he saves Captain DeWolf. Of course, Iron Man's okay because he's in armor. But yes, the plane was set to self-destruct so that nobody could use it as evidence. So they're going to go down to the station, down to Jean DeWolf's office, and try and figure this out. Meanwhile, a shadowy figure emerges as they leave, opens up a tomb, and goes down into the crypt. Here's Captain DeWolf's roadster. She's speeding through town because her credentials allow her to do so, even though the heroes make comments that maybe she shouldn't know how to do it, but she says, it's okay, I'm a cop, I can do it. They get to the station, go inside. Immediately she's belittled by one of the older police officers there, and she dresses him down quite thoroughly and drops his rank for being so insolent towards her, as she is the captain. Tosses her cravat onto the hat rack. She has pushes a button, a view screen comes down, and a projector pops up. She got it from a gent named Fury. It was lent courtesy of a few little toys lent to the NYPD by a gent named Fury. So she's got ties to S.H.I.E.L.D. somehow, or the NYPD does. But she has footage that she wants to show Iron Man and Spider-Man. Let's see what we got. We see this letters column has a letter, a couple letters talking about how much they loved the Salem Quartet, as it was referred to a few issues back, the 4-issue story arc where Spidey goes back to Puritan times. Cotton Mather took the Scarlet Witch back to Puritan times, to Salem witch trials for his master, the Dark Rider. And that's where we had a couple issues worth with guest stars like Doctor Doom, Moondragon, Vision, and the Scarlet Witch. A lot of people loved it. A lot of the letters I've been finding in these older issues are complaining that a lot of the storylines are just one issue, one and done, and they're asking for longer, several multi-issue story arcs. So a couple of letters here on this page are praising that 4-issue story. But then there, of course, can't make everybody happy. There's one letter where they're complaining about it, of course. So can't make everybody happy. But it seemed like it was pretty common in these letters pages back in the 70s of readers writing in asking for longer stories, longer than just one-issue stories. And Marvel finally did it, and I thought it was pretty good. And most of these people did as well. But of course, there's one complainer in the crowd. Always is. Can't make everyone happy. Anyway, Jean DeWolf's showing the footage that they have of a couple other incidents of these drone attacks, and a shadowy figure in the background that they can't identify. So after her presentation, they decide that they are going to get involved, try and figure this out. But right outside her window, that shadowy figure appears and launches one of his drones right for the window. And it smashes through. Spidey sense going off right at the last second. Now this is interesting. Captain DeWolf, she's been a cool, tough cookie. Now all of a sudden this drone comes in and she thinks she's going to get blown up, and she kind of panics and loses her cool. Oh dear Lord, no. She shoots her gun. Oh dear Lord, no, I don't want to die. And Spidey saves her. Iron Man blasts the drone, goes outside to take care of it. Jean DeWolf looks very angry to be exposed for panicking like that. Of course I am. I just panicked, that's all. So I don't know what's up with her, but she's not the tough cookie she likes to make herself out to be, apparently. Spider-Man jumps out, and the bad guy, the shadowy figure, has some sort of a gun, fires it at the wall that Spider-Man's about to land on. He falls, saves himself, heads back up to where this shadowy figure is on the next building. Meanwhile, Iron Man, he retrieves the drone that just attacked them. He knows it's going to explode, so he flies it way up into the sky so it can explode up there and not hurt anybody. But it goes off and it does the same thing to him that it did to Spidey at the beginning of the issue and knocks him out. And he falls all the way to the ground. Like, I don't care, Iron Man armor or not, that's got to hurt. Spider-Man, meanwhile, is after the shadowy figure. He's about to get to the top of the building and nab him, and he's grabbed, just like Iron Man grabbed him at the beginning. A hand reaches and grabs his hand. It's the Wraith. This is the first appearance of the Wraith, and apparently Spider-Man's spider sense did not warn him of the danger, and he's helpless in the Wraith's grasp. So what is this character, the Wraith? How does he have this power over Spider-Man? And again, Jean DeWolf kind of loses her cool and panics. Why are you doing this? What in God's name do you want? So I don't know. Maybe she's not as tough as she likes to put on. But anyway, next issue, we're going to find out the mystery of the Wraith. And that's it for this one. That's a pretty good issue. I really like Bill Mantlo. I think Bill Mantlo was a great writer. It's too bad that we don't have him anymore. Did he pass away, or is he just like in the hospital? Like a long time ago, he was in an accident. I think he was jogging or riding a bike and he got hit by a car and it really messed him up. And he's pretty much bedridden now and at hospice care. And I think he's still alive. I think I follow his Facebook page, like, and his kids kind of post on it about, anything related to Bill and what's going on with him these days. I think he's still alive, but he's not okay. The accident really took a lot out of him, so he's bedridden. He can't write anymore. But man, back in the day, like I said, he's just writing everything. It seems like every other issue is written by Bill Mantlo. It seems like in this series of reading my Marvel Comics in order, I'm seeing Bill Mantlo in the credits more and more all of a sudden in the last couple months. But anyway, if you got any info on that, comment it down below. I'd like to hear about it. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.